Welcome to the Hypnosis Chat. I'm your host, Lisa Finn. I've experienced firsthand the power of hypnosis, and I want to share this amazing tool with everyone who will listen. My goal, my mission is to show the world you can change your thoughts to change your life. And that's what I'm doing, one person at a time. So let's get to it. Hello, Lisa here, and welcome to the Hypnosis Chat, episode 10. This episode is the third in a 3-part series of the most common things we work on in hypnosis for pretty much any change you want to make. The first step is eliminating negative talk, negative self-talk, and shifting into telling ourselves what we want rather than what we don't want. Check out episode 8 for more on that. The second thing I work on with most clients is getting out of stress, worry, fear, and into calm and relaxation. So we calm our minds and we calm our bodies. Episode 9 gives all the details on my favorite technique for a quick and easy way to get out of that fight or flight and into relaxation. You can take a listen to that episode for more on that. And today I'm going to talk about the third thing most people struggle with, and that is dealing with overwhelm. Let's talk about the brain for a minute to start this discussion. I think learning about what is going on inside of us is so important to really understand the why we do what we do. A lot of it is a biological construct, and understanding is the first step in taking control and overcoming pretty much any issue. So let's look at what's going on inside of our brains. Brainwave states are grouped into frequency ranges, and it can get a little complicated, but to put it in basic terms, there are 5 different states: delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. So delta brainwave state is basically sleep, the unconscious mind. It's when you're not even aware. This is also when you're super upset, crying, out of control. It's the slowest frequency. Theta brainwave states are a little bit faster, but still very deep relaxation or even REM sleep states. This is what we feel right before we fall asleep or when we're in a very deep meditative state. Basically, theta is beyond words. So if you've listened to one of my relaxation recordings or a guided meditation, and next thing you know, you're coming back to the present moment and you don't even remember anything that was said, you were probably in theta. Now, alpha brainwaves are still a slow frequency, but we're more alert. This is probably where most of us end up during meditation or when we're just really relaxed and vegged out. Beta brainwaves happen when we are focused and alert, and most of our day-to-day life is predominantly in beta frequency. We're alert, we're solving problems, we're getting things done, we're critically thinking. And then there are gamma brainwaves, which are the fastest and usually are associated with those aha moments. When something just hits us and it feels like our brain is on fire, we get those big thoughts and things just suddenly make sense. Our brain is really coherent here, meaning we can have big ideas at low power. It's like the brain is synchronized and working at top performance. That's gamma. So all of these brainwaves happen at the same time, but one becomes dominant in response to what we're doing. And we go in and out of these states all day long. Most of our day-to-day is spent in predominantly beta state. And the interesting thing about beta is that it takes up a lot of energy. Beta is very busy doing all that critical thinking. And what can happen is that beta can go into overdrive. We have just too much going on, and then we feel overwhelmed. Overwhelm is basically just splayed beta brainwaves in action. It's when we have so many things going on, our thoughts are spread out, that we can't even find focus. We're trying to focus on too many things at one time, and this brings confusion. We are wanting too many things at the same time. And so nothing feels cohesive. Nothing feels coherent. I often describe it as feeling like a ball in a pinball machine, just getting bounced from thing to thing to thing and not landing on anything for very long. We're overstimulated. We're trying to do too much too fast, and it can really feel just out of control. Our focus, our power, it's just diffused. It's all over the place. If you've been here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Basically, nothing is getting done in this state of mind, so it can really just feel like stagnation. It can be very frustrating, and then we often feel like there's something wrong with us. Why can't I get anything done? Why can't I just focus on one thing? And then we feel the stress, tension, and panic of everyday life. But we can overcome this. The key to avoiding overwhelm, or getting out of it if we're there, is to narrow our focus. Think about how much clarity we can get when we focus on a singular thought, one purpose. Now, how can we get this focused state of mind? We can intentionally put our brains in the alpha state. Slow down that thinking. Alpha brainwave state feels good. We can tap into that higher thinking to perform at our best when we're in alpha. We can focus on one thing at a time. So how do we get into an alpha state? Well, Erica Flint has developed 5 stages of relaxation she calls the alpha sequence. And we'll do that together in a few minutes. But first, let's talk about why getting into alpha is so helpful. Erica would say that alpha is considered the bridge between the conscious, subconscious, and unconscious minds. Learn to get into an alpha state intentionally, and you will have better control over all your brainwave states. Once you have gotten your brain into a calm, relaxed state, then you can tap into your higher thinking to be successful. And remember, most times overwhelm comes from just trying to do too much at once. Think about how you climb a ladder. One rung at a time, right? But those rungs need to have the appropriate space between them to make your way up. Just imagine if the rungs are too close together, too many rungs, and you won't even be able to get your foot in to start the climb. Now imagine that they're so far apart, and you won't even be able to reach the very first one to get started. This is symbolic of what many of us do in our day-to-day. We put too many things on our to-do list, or if we calendar things out, everything needs to be done on Monday. There are just too many options, too many things to do, and it looks too overwhelming, so we just spin in indecision and procrastination. We are in beta brainwave overdrive, and that doesn't feel good. So we look for a distraction to give our brains a break. And next thing you know, cleaning out that junk email folder seems very important. Or we wander into the kitchen and we need a snack, even though we're not actually hungry. Or we hear the ding of the social media notification and let the scrolling begin. Our brains will find a way to give us a break, to calm us down, one way or another. Why not take charge and learn a way to get our brains into a better state so that we can climb that ladder in reasonable increments? Tapping into the breath is a great way to calm down and get into the alpha state. Then we can use our conscious minds to ask, what is the first smallest step that I can do to move forward? What do I have the resources to do right now? Doing the simplest and easiest task first can get that ball rolling. And once we get that good feeling of accomplishment, we'll be more motivated to move on to the next step and then the next. It's like doing a workout at the gym. We warm up with something easy before we go to lift those heavy weights. So there are 2 ways that I teach my clients to get out of mind spinning overwhelm and into relaxation. The first is doing a body scan. Putting your attention on your physical body is a great way to break the out of control thought loops and put your mind into a relaxed state. It's a little bit of a distraction and it works really well and it feels so good. The second thing I teach my clients is the alpha sequence. This is one of my favorites, and with practice, you can train your brain to sink into these calm states faster and faster. You want to give it a try? Let's do each of these techniques. First, let's do the body scan. I'm going to put on some music. All right, just get yourself into a comfortable position. You can keep your eyes open or you can close them. You can be sitting or standing, it doesn't matter. But what I want you to do is I want you to just notice your body. Notice the feeling of touch, pressure, contact with whatever is keeping you up. And now, allowing yourself to let go. With each breath, sink a little deeper into the chair or whatever is holding you up. While you're doing this, don't try to make anything happen. Just listen to the sound of my voice and let me do all the work. I'm going to bring your attention to different parts of your body. And as we do this, just notice how that part of your body is. And you will find that you feel more and more relaxed, more and more peaceful. So now just bring your attention to the sensations in the lower abdomen. Just notice what it feels like as you breathe in and out. And over the next few minutes, from time to time, just allow your awareness to come back to the breath. And every time you do, you will feel even more relaxed. And now, allow your awareness to move down to the toes of your feet. Where are those toes and what do they feel like? If you like, you can wiggle them a little and just see how they feel. Notice the toes are attached to the foot, and the foot has a sole. You can notice a sensation on the sole of your foot. You can even crinkle it up a bit and just notice what the sole of your feet feel like. Not only the soles of your feet, but also the tops of your feet. And as you crinkle up the tops of your feet, you'll notice what it feels like too. Just pay attention to your feet. Notice the energy. Notice any tingling sensation. And now notice the feet are connected to the ankles. And the ankles are connected to the calves. Just notice any sensations in your ankles and in your calves. Notice the calves are connected to the knees to the thighs. So just notice any sensation in the knee. And then notice any sensation in the thigh. And now that you have a sensation of your entire lower body, from your toes to your hips, just notice your hips, your left hip and your right hip. Just notice that your hips are connected to your thighs and the thighs are connected to the lower part of your body. And if any of these body parts are hard to feel, just wiggle them a little bit. Just notice what they feel like. Notice the hips are connected to the abdomen, the stomach area, the lower back. Just notice the lower back. And now the upper back. And just notice what it's like to become aware of this part of the body. Just the way it is. And there may be a sensation in the stomach area. Just notice what that feels like. Notice how the chest feels. Notice how it feels when you breathe in and out. Notice the chest connected to the shoulders. Follow the sensation in your shoulders, down to the upper arms, to the elbows, to the lower arms, to the hands, all the way to the tips of the fingers. And notice the shoulders are connected to the neck. And how does your neck feel? Just notice. Notice that your neck is connected to your head, to the back of the head. How does that feel? Just take your attention right up the back of your head to the top of your head, and now down your face, your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth, and your chin. And now you have a sense of your body from the top of your head all the way to the tips of your toes. And just notice what your body feels like from your toes to the top of the head. If any body part seems a little tight or tense, if there is any way to relax that, to let go of the tension there, you can just squeeze that tight muscle just a little bit. And when you relax and let go, it will relax even more. And during this whole time, you have been relaxing. You feel more relaxed, don't you? Your body feels better than it did when you started, doesn't it? Just notice your body relaxed and at ease. And notice the body is breathing all by itself. Notice it breathing in and out. And notice how good it feels to relax. Notice how aware you are of your body, and notice how good it feels. And you think about how many health benefits this relaxation will give you, the peace of mind benefits, and notice that any upset or negative feelings that you felt at the beginning have just gone away. You can feel at peace by just doing this body scan, and the more often you do this, the more you will realize that you are in charge, and you will feel less upset, less negative, knowing you can be in control by just noticing how your body feels. Take a moment and just enjoy this feeling of relaxation. And when you're ready, allow yourself to come back to the present time, back into the room, hearing not just my voice, but all the sounds around you, feeling calm, relaxed, refreshed. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes if you had them closed and emerge. And how do you feel? Did you like that one? This one is so quick and easy. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Simply noticing how your body feels, or putting your attention onto the chair you're sitting on or the floor you're standing on, whatever is holding you up, can bring in that calm, relaxed, focused state. All right, good. Now for the alpha sequence. All right, this one we start off a little bit differently. And this one, I want you to make sure you are in a place where you can be relaxed and calm and you can easily close your eyes. So when you're in that place, go ahead and find a spot on the wall that's just above your natural eye gaze. Really take a look at that spot. Really eagle eye that spot. Focus on that spot on the wall. It's just above your natural eye gaze. Maybe it's where the ceiling and the wall meets, or if you're outside, just above your natural eye gaze. Focus on something. Really eagle eye it. And this brings in the parasympathetic nervous system. We're really focusing on that spot. And now taking in a nice deep breath when you're ready, as you exhale, look through that spot with a relaxed gaze. You might notice the corners of the room. Just soften your gaze as you look through that spot. Good. Now taking in another nice deep breath when you're ready. This time as you exhale, go ahead and close your eyes and go even more deeply and comfortably relaxed. In this simple, deliberate step of closing your eyes, external stimuli diminish. And this naturally drops your mind into an alpha brainwave state. Now relax your jaw. And as you do that, it naturally opens and drops slightly. And this relaxed position engages your vagus nerve and signals comfort to your entire body. And right now, you are sending a message to every nerve, muscle, and cell in your body that now is the time to relax. Right here, right now. Good. Now gradually slow down your breathing. Get into a comfortable, slow rhythm of breathing with a long exhalation. This allows your body to relax even further, which then allows your mind to drift peacefully. Good. Now relax the back of your tongue. Liberate your tongue from the part of your mind preparing to speak. Just imagine speech dissolving as the mind is free to experience new thoughts, expansive thoughts, or perhaps no thoughts at all, perhaps silence or stillness. Good. Now in a moment, I'm going to ask you to drop into your heart. Now most of us think of our consciousness in our minds. I would like you to now imagine dropping that consciousness into your heart. So now as you breathe in, you begin breathing with your heart. Imagine every breath in and every breath out is now going through the loving grace of the heart. It feels so gentle, peaceful, and wise. And as you continue breathing with your heart, bring your attention to a sense of spaciousness all around you. And the more you notice the sense of spaciousness, the sense of space, the lighter you feel. And you begin dropping into an even deeper sense of calm. And you notice how your body is settling. And now gradually slow down your breathing even further so that it is gentle, soft, and complete. You may start feeling like you're floating and drifting. It may feel as if you don't know where your body ends and the rest of the world begins. You begin feeling so at peace, so connected. It's as if you're blending with the surrounding environment, becoming one with everything. You are connected, light, and free. You have reached a still point. This is your point of power, and this is where the work is done. It is never done out there. It is always done in here. Right now, this is it. Allow yourself to feel the peace, to feel the understanding that your heart is working through right now. Your mind doesn't need to understand it, your heart does. So just exist right now. So no matter what the question is, your heart has the answer. That is where you can always turn. If you feel overwhelmed, drop into your heart. If you feel anxious, drop into your heart. If you feel upset or guilty or regretful, drop into your heart. That is where the answer is. That is where the solution is. The relief, the bliss, the remembrance. The reminding of who you really are is always there in your heart. And that is the best thing you can do, is a return and a reminder of who you really are. An eternal being carrying a tremendous amount of light. Good job. And now in a moment, I'm going to count to 3. And when I get to 3, I'd like you to open your eyes, feeling absolutely fabulous, knowing all parts of you that needed inspiration have been inspired. All parts of you that needed to release have been released. And you are in perfect harmony with a deeper understanding and an even greater capacity to love. 1, preparing to open your eyes, feeling light, connected, and free. 2, feeling as if you are in harmony with all of you and all of existence. And 3, opening your eyes, feeling so good. And you do feel good, don't you? And enjoy that relaxation. That is the alpha sequence, the 5 steps. And now you can even pick and choose one of those 5 steps to do on its own for a quick calm. I know I hold a lot of tension in my jaw, and I often don't even realize I'm clenching it until I decide to let it relax. And that always sends a cascade of relaxation right down my whole body. Some people will just slow down the breathing, eyes open, no one needs to know. In and out through the nose, and feel the relaxation sink in. About 6 breaths per minute if you want to count them. And once you are in relaxation and calm, you can focus. You can get out of problem, overwhelm mindset and into that solution mindset. You can focus on the one thing you are doing and let the rest fade into the background, turning procrastination and overwhelm into the satisfaction of productivity and completion. If you need help relaxing, listen to a good relaxation recording, a guided meditation, hypnotic music, or anything that feels like it's slowing down your brainwave states. Anything that you resonate with that will bring calm, peace into your life. Now, hypnosis sessions are also a great way to intentionally slow down your brainwaves to get into that state of calm so that you are open to suggestions to make those changes that you want to make even more easily. So if you want to see how hypnosis can help you get out of overwhelm and into motivation, go ahead and schedule a free consultation with me at lisafinnhypnosis.com. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you are feeling calm, relaxed, peaceful, and ready to focus on the task at hand, ready to embrace the small bits of joy in life, ready to conquer and resolve any challenges that come your way, ready to raise your vibration. And if you'd like to learn more about hypnosis, check out my other episodes of the Hypnosis Chat. And you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Lisa Finn Hypnosis. That is what I have for you today. Bye for now.